My neighbors, if you're still struggling to make meat pie this festive season and you don't have an oven, I want you to watch this video because I am going to take you through the steps. First, you're going to saute some onion in a pan with a little oil. You're not going to go in with your diced beef. This beef has already been cooked and seasoned, so I don't have to do so much. I'll go in with my Irish potato and carrot already diced. Now this is my beef broth that I already seasoned, added some bell peppers. Now I will go in with this broth and add in a little bit of extra water for this to cook. I will taste for seasoning and adjust to my preferred taste. Now when this has cooked and dried up a bit, I will go in with a little bit of flour mixed with water. You can also use corn flour for this. You can use normal flour, whatever that you have. This is to thicken up the sauce a bit. Allow this to dry and then set it aside. In my bowl, I will be adding in 1.5 cup of flour. Then I'll go in with 1 tablespoon of sugar and a 1/4 cup of margarine. Now this is the exact recipe that you want to use if you are going to be baking with your pot, because it will give you the best and delicious outcome. Okay, now I will mix this together with my hands until they formed crumbs, and then I'll go in with my water. I will be using 3 tablespoons of water for this recipe. Add it bit by bit and keep kneading. Now what you want to do is not to overwork your dough, but you're going to keep combining this together gently with your hands. You're not kneading this dough, but you're combining the flour so that everything sticks together. Now this is what my result is after I have combined this together. Now I'm going to divide this dough. I am dividing it into two because I am making a large pie. If you're using your pie cutter, go ahead to divide it into smaller sizes. Okay, now what I have done is to roll this out in a circle form. Okay, now I am going to do this into two parts. Now because I am baking with my oven, I will be using a stainless plate, and I have lined this stainless plate with a baking paper so that my pie comes out easily. Now for the first pie, I have laid the first pie on this baking paper placed on a stainless plate. I will put in my pie filling, and now I am going to cover with the second dough. For no wastage, I don't want to waste anything, so I didn't have to trim out any excess. I'm just going to use this to cover up the top dough, and then use a fork to gently press this together, just as I am doing in this video. Do well to cut out any excess if you don't mind, but I mind, so I am not cutting off any excess. I'm just going to use my fork to seal this up together, just like I am doing. When I am done with this, I am going to place it in my pot and bake. Now for our baking, I added some salt to my pot and also placed baking paper on the top of the salt, and I wet it with something like a stainless, something small that I can use to lift my pan so that it does not come in direct contact with this dough or with whatever I am baking. Now when I am done sealing the edge, I'm just going to poke some holes in the middle so that it bakes both inside. Okay, now this pie was so delicious, and I won't even lie, it came out so tasty. It didn't even last for long, guys. Now this is me placing this into my pot. Okay, I'm using my pot to make this. Now I will cover this with a foil, allow it to bake for the next 30 minutes, and then take out the foil. Then I will brush this with egg, okay, for it to come out brown, that golden tempting brown color. That is what I am going to achieve with this egg washing. Now I baked this on low heat. I baked this for approximately 1 hour. because I wanted it to bake very well. Now what I did was, after egg washing and allowing to bake for another 10 minutes, I increased the fire of my, my gas, and then baked it on high heat for another 10 minutes, and this was the outcome. Perfect, delicious, amazing. You can see how the down part of this is. I wanted to show you how the down part came out. So this is how it turned out. Very, very delicious, crispy, crispy on the outside, soft in the inside, delicious overall. This pie is the biggest size pie that I have made, and I made it with a pot and a stove or a gas, and it came out so amazing. If you enjoyed this video, do well to subscribe and tell me what you think about this. Will you be trying this? I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.